Okay. There's also this. So this is pretty important. Pretty important verse. Just if one reads a little from the Gita, just a little bit, just like we drink a little bit of water from the Ganga, then we become completely purified. We won't have any problems with the Lord of Death. So there's a Gita Mahatmya, very important scripture. The author is Vyasadev in the Padma Purana. And I just wanted to focus on one verse, number 3. One may cleanse himself daily by taking a bath in water. But if one takes a bath even once in the sacred Ganga water of the Bhagavad Gita, for him the dirt of material life is altogether vanquished. So this is powerful. This is very, very powerful. So the rest we can read later on as we're going through the weeks, the glorification of the Gita. What is the power of this Gita? Actually, let's just read another one. This is so amazing. The Gitopanishad, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all Upanishads, is just like a cow. Lord Krishna is famous as a cowherd boy. He's milking this cow. Arjuna is just like a calf. And learned scholars and pure devotees are to drink the nectarian milk of the Gita. So we can really dive into this nectar of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has opened it up for us. So why is the Gita so important? Well, in the first chapter, Arjuna reveals his problem to Krishna. But the Lord doesn't say anything. Why doesn't the Lord say anything to Arjuna? Anybody like to express a answer? Lord is completely silent.
He's a good listener.
Who's that? Suresh?
Rekha.
Oh, Rekha. Very good, Rekha. Very good. He's a good listener. You're absolutely right. He listens. And he listens to us as well. He listens to our moaning and whinging. It's what we always do to him. But what we do, and you say this really nicely, tell him that we tell him our problem. And Jayanti's got a nice thing. She says, we tell Krishna our problem. We also tell him the solution. And this is exactly what Arjuna was doing. He was telling the problem. He was also telling Krishna the solution. So the Lord stayed silent. What do you want me to say? You know the solution? So what can I do? So similarly, we think we know what we want to become happy and want the Lord to fulfill our desire. He want him to say, Tathastu, you're blessed. So Krishna is silent. We can't hear him. He's close to us, but we can't hear him. We're not asking Krishna like Arjuna. See, in the second chapter, Arjuna realized the problem is too big and he surrenders to the Lord. Then the Lord starts speaking. Then Krishna reveals the Gita to him. Similarly, when we take genuine shelter of Krishna, he will reveal the problem and he will really reveal the solution as well. We don't even know what our problem is, let alone solution. Thus, actually, many people almost disregard the first chapter, but actually the first chapter is the most important chapter in the whole Bhagavad Gita. Now, you might find that a little surprising. How can it be the most important chapter? Well, it is because it reveals a problem. But we have, when we go to the Bhagavad Gita first chapter, we learn more lessons from that chapter than any other chapter in the Bhagavad Gita. There are a minimum of 6 lessons in that chapter. And all of the others, they don't have that many. So this is why it's one of the most important chapters in the Bhagavad Gita, to be understood and studied pretty thoroughly. Even though Krishna doesn't say anything. And especially the first verse, that's right. Especially the first verse is so important. And we'll talk about that when we get there. So why was it spoken on the battlefield? How crazy is that? Right? When we tell people on the street, and they ask, what is this all about? Well, it was the middle of the war, or just the war was about to begin. And then Krishna, the Lord, is instructing, how's that work? It's so bewildering.
Philosophy lessons.
So Krishna could have spoken the Gita in the temple. He could have spoken it in a cave or on the banks of the Ganga, right? Like Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken on the banks of the Ganga. Hare Krishna, Indulekha Maharaj. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Lord Krishna is is narrating this Bhagavad Gita, singing the Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield because our life is a battlefield.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely right. If he had spoken it in the temple or the cave of or the Ganga, we would have said, well, how can the Bhagavad Gita be applicable to us? It's spoken in a very special situation. There's no problems there. But actually he spoke in the battlefield because, as you said, our lives are also battlefields, right? Amidst our daily battles, we can also take shelter of the Gita, which was spoken with commotion all around Krishna. And we've got commotion all around us, right? There's no exceptions in this world. Everybody's got the same issues. Sometimes people say, when I'm old, I will read Gita, or when my problems go away. However, we can die at any moment. And problems, unfortunately, will never go away. Even if everything is hunky-dory, the mind will still find a problem. Guaranteed. Nobody has peace in this world because they don't know the formula. But Krishna gives the peace formula in chapter 5, the last text, 29. The Gita, in fact, will enable us to face the problems and the inevitable with solutions. This is the beauty. And what did Krishna do to Arjun? Arjun said to him, take me into the middle of the battlefield. I want to see who's on the other side. And what does he do? He takes Arjun to the one person who Arjun will not want to see, his grandfather. He loves him so much. But Krishna deliberately took him to the greatest challenge of Arjun's life, Bhishma. Deliberately, because Krishna wanted Arjun to face the challenge. So similarly, the Bhagavad Gita will not get rid of our problems. No, problems are going to stay there because this is the material world. But what Krishna will do, he will arm us. He will equip us so we deal with the problems. And that's when Krishna becomes very pleased, especially when we take shelter of him. Otherwise, the solution that Arjun had was, I'm going to run away from the battlefield and go and meditate somewhere. But Krishna didn't accept that. Will my problems disappear if I read Gita? We've just said this, right? Whilst we're in this world, problems will be there due to the level of our consciousness and the threefold miseries. We'll see that later in the Gita. Even if we have everything, like Duryodhana, there is one enemy within us, and thus there is no peace. Bhagavad Gita will assist us face our problems like if it is raining. We can't stop the rain, but we can use an umbrella to shelter us from the rain. There's an interesting incident with Duryodhana one time. It was very sunny, and one of his servants came and held, out of kindness, an umbrella over him. And he shouted down the servant saying, nothing stands higher than Duryodhana, not even the umbrella. So he had everything. He had the greatest cooks. He had more money than you can ever imagine. He had so many servants. He could have done anything he wanted, but he had no peace of mind. Therefore, there was no peace within his life. So how does the Gita do this? How does it equip us? Arjun, on our behalf, asked the Lord for guidance, who provides it beautifully to enable us to understand our own challenges. Arjun also questions the Lord whenever he has a doubt, so that our own doubts can be addressed. So all of these doubts Arjun asks actually are on our behalf. And we will see one by one how those doubts come out, and we identify with those doubts, each and every doubt, and how the Lord destroys each and every doubt. This is the beauty of the Bhagavad Gita. So why this Bhagavad Gita as it is? why are we saying it has to be this Bhagavad Gita as it is? Well, there are actually many, many translations of the Bhagavad Gita, and each one has the opinion of the author. So the Bhagavad Gita, this is the Bhagavad Gita as it is, which I'm sure devotees will have. Can you see it? Can't see it.
Because of the background.
Yeah, let's just take the background off. This is the book, Bhagavad Gita as it is, translated by Srila Prabhupada. Very, very important scripture. Why? Why this one in particular? So many Gitas. Why are we favoring this one? Well, each Gita has the opinion of the author. And unfortunately, the author's opinion may taint what Krishna has actually instructed to Arjuna, because it will contain the author's personal speculations and interpretations. But Bhagavad Gita is unique, as it is unique, because Prabhupada is a spiritual master in the Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. Now, I do understand that there are devotees here from who follow different spiritual master, which is absolutely fine. You're very, very welcome. Ultimately, we are under the umbrella of His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. So that we have one common great-grandfather. His name is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. And his disciple, one of his disciples is Prabhupada, who translated this Bhagavad Gita as it is. And he translated it on the instructions of his guru, and his guru instructed and preached throughout the world. And this is like the disciplic succession. Each guru has a guru, who has another guru, who has a guru, who has a guru, all the way back to Krishna himself. So this is very important to have this parampara. This is the basis of transmission of spiritual knowledge, and how we can become recipients of this spiritual knowledge, to link into this line. So this is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, this is Srila Prabhupada, this is Gokishore Das Babaji, his spiritual master, etc., all the way up to Chaitanya and beyond. Srila Prabhupada translated Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures, giving the word-by-word translation. This is the most magnificent thing about Bhagavad Gita as it is. This verse, for example, Yada idai dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata bhutanam dharmasya tadatmanam sajamyam. Very famous verse, 4:7. It's given the Sanskrit, the actual Sanskrit. You'll see the Devanagari script. Then you'll see the English literation. Then he'll do a word-by-word translation. Every single word is broken down and translated into Sanskrit, from Sanskrit to English. Then we see a translation of this, and then he will write a purport to explain the commentary translation. So this is the unique quality of Bhagavad Gita as it is. This is what we will focus our studies on. And he refers to the commentaries of the previous acharyas, especially Baladev Vidyabhushan, who wrote a fantastic commentary on the Gita. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, another amazing previous acharya, Sridhar Swami, but not just within this sampradaya, also Ramanuja Sampradaya, which is a different sampradaya. He will take the teachings from there as well. Thus, the Bhagavad Gita is not the opinion of Prabhupada, it's that of Krishna, supported by the sampradaya, the gurus, which includes Brahma and Lord Krishna himself in the form of Chaitanya, who accepted initiation into this sampradaya. So if there's any questions, you're welcome to ask. You can raise your hand, or you can just ask. I've got no difficulty in you asking. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying and what we're sharing. Okay. Why should I learn the Bhagavad Gita? Right? Okay, to show Krishna that I am serious about wanting to understand him. So this is one of the reasons we take on this study, seriously study. that we want to show Krishna, I'm determined to get to know you, get to know me, and what is our relationship. So if we ask somebody from the Islamic background, have you read the Quran? Invariably, the answer will be yes. But when I say Hindus, I don't want to restrict ourselves because we're Vaishnavas. We're not connected to this body. This body may be Hindu in the morning, Christian in the afternoon, is Muslim in the evening. This body doesn't matter. Who we are is Atma, as Krishna reveals. And we are actually worshippers of Vishnu, Vaishnavas. So we should know the Bhagavad Gita. Why don't we know our roadmap to life? By following the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, one can be freed from all anxieties of life, and one's next life will be spiritual. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee given by Krishna himself in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text number 9. By reading the Bhagavad Gita very sincerely, then by the grace of the Lord and the reactions of the past misdeeds will not act upon us. So we will free ourselves. Again, the proof is in the Gita itself, 1866. Sarva dharma parityaya. Give up everything, surrender unto me, I will release you from every action, any sinful reactions. One may cleanse himself daily with taking a bath in water, but if one takes a bath, we've said this before, even once in the sacred Ganga water of Bhagavad Gita, for him, the dirt of material life is altogether vanquished. I love this. This is this last paragraph is a quote from the Bharatiya Army, Indian Army. The more we sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. So when we practice bhakti, when the situation is calm, right, not so much turbulence in our life, then we'll be able to face and deal with the challenging situations when they come. So when we sweat in peace, we'll bleed less in war. So when we get ourselves fixed in our consciousness through the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita about who we are, who God is, what's our relationship with him, once we establish in that foundation, and we do it, especially when we can do it with a little bit of peace of mind, then when the turbulence comes, we'll be able to deal with the turbulence. How should I learn the Gita? Right? So there's no hard and fast rules. There's no regulations. It can be read, studied, and applied into our lives. But there's some useful guidelines. Right? Enthusiasm, we've sort of touched on that. That these are actually, this is Krishna's letter to me. This is one way to look at Bhagavad Gita. He's written to me. My Lord has written to me. These are his instructions to me. If we have that sort of mood, attitude, then we will really take what Krishna is saying seriously with enthusiasm. Offering prayers to the Gita before opening the Gita, like we did today. We did the Mangalacharan prayers. That will help us understand that what we're going to do, this is a sacred act. This is no ordinary book. And it's something that...
No, and it gets in the right mood as well.
Gita is non-different from the Lord. He's spoken the Gita, just like he's not different from his holy name, because he's omnipresent, present everywhere. So if he's in the Gita, if he's in the book, then he will see our sincere prayers, he'll accept them. If he knows that we are sincerely trying to learn his words, he will help us. Guaranteed. And to do it in association with devotees. Somebody just made a comment to me earlier today that to read the Gita is very, very difficult. It is on your own. Definitely, it's very difficult. But when we do it together in association with devotees who understand or try to understand the purports of the Gita, the explanations of the Gita, the meaning of the Gita, And of course, one who has a guru in a bona fide sampradaya. Otherwise, if we hear Gita from just any old person, it can have a poisonous effect. It can actually have an opposite impact on us if we're not careful. Because it's so easy. A lot of people, a lot of translations of this Bhagavad Gita say that Krishna is saying, worship his unmanifested form. But clearly that is not the case, because he's, especially in chapter 12, he's very specific to Arjun's questions about who should be worshipped, his personal form or his unmanifested form. So how a person can come to the conclusion that one should worship within the thing that's within Krishna rather than Krishna himself, it's very difficult to understand that. So one can get poisoned with that philosophy, and to recover from that can take a long time. There was a music teacher who had two students. One student knew the harmonium, the other didn't know the harmonium. So he said to the person who didn't know the harmonium, I'll charge you £5 per an hour. But the other person who knew the harmonium before from another teacher, he said, I'll charge you £10. Why the difference? Because it's going to take me a long time to clear what you already know, because it's not correct. Whereas this fellow who doesn't know anything, it's going to be easier to teach. So we have to be careful what we read and who we read it with, who we really understand it from. Study with sincerity to know and try to understand the Lord. So this is hints how to learn the Gita, and we can. So the plan for the seminars, this is a sort of what I'd like to discuss with the devotees. And if you've liked what you hear and you want to continue with us, it will be wonderful. I'd love to have your company, your association, your realizations, your questions, your experience. It'll be wonderful that we can share this together. So we start with the Mangala Charan prayers, the Om Gyanan Timirandasya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. When I was thinking we will read the translations of the verses of the chapter, but I was also thinking and hoping that we would be able to read the Sanskrit. And I have to confess, I don't necessarily know all of the Sanskrit verses. We know some of them, but we have Purna Mataji, who is good at reading the Sanskrit and can guide us through that journey. I think my personal opinion, I was a little against this idea before, but I've grown to the idea that we recite the Sanskrit because it's Krishna's words. Reciting Krishna's words is in itself a very amazing thing to do. So I'd just like to get an idea from the devotee. It takes a little bit longer, of course, if we recite all the verses in Sanskrit. It'll take probably about 10 minutes longer, 10, 15 minutes longer. But I think 10, 15 minutes longer is worth when you're associating directly with Krishna's words. But I'd like to get devotees' opinions. Is there anybody who'd like to? Okay, Rajiv has got his thumb up. Thumbs up, I like that.
I like that. Shaha like that.
Mr. Saha.
Thank you, Mr. Saha.
Hasi.
Hasis are happy with that. So can I take it that everybody else is not so happy?
Shavi is.
Everybody happy, Prabhu.
No, it's an advantage to do it that way. Thank you very much. I'm all
And we'll learn that way as well.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
If everyone is given the chance to read, even if we make mistake, so someone who knows better can correct us, and it's no harm in correcting us. So I would request that everyone is given the chance, and we will read the verses, please.
Yes, I'm not sure about everybody given a chance. I think if somebody would like to recite, we certainly will give them the opportunity to do that. Yes. Nobody's going to be forced to do anything. But if somebody has an interest in reciting a chapter, we would love that. And we have Puna Mataji here who will definitely guide and assist us through this journey. Is that okay, Puna Mataji?
Absolutely, Prabhuji. I'll be happy to do that. And please don't say guide and, assist. I mean, Lord Krishna will guide us. I will try and do help what I know. That let's keep it that way.
That's absolutely the right attitude. And I'd like to thank you for reminding us of that. Absolutely right. Very good. Anybody else?
Yes, Prabhu. With
Kamachi?
Purna Mataji's help, we should sail through. And
Okay.
people like who are first timers who have got a clean slate, it will be easy for them to mark on.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kamakshi has few words, but very wise words. Okay, that's really good. Thank you so much. So, okay, the reason we'll also read in English, every single verse. So some of the chapters are a little bit long, chapter 2, chapter 18 specific, so we may have to do them over 2 sessions. Then the reason we want to read all the verses is to get the devotees used to reading the Gita regularly. It's a very good practice. Every day, actually, if devotees are able to read 1 chapter, and it doesn't take long, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, just to read 1 chapter a day, just the translations. And if one is time, one can read the purports as well. These purports of Prabhupada are really nectar. They really give us understanding of the Gita. So these, okay, here it is. The purports are very, very important. But lack of time, we won't be able to go through the purports, at least not in this initial 20 or so weeks that we're planning. So we do encourage devotees to read the purports if you have time, because these purports give incredible depth to the understanding that we can get. And then what I was planning was we'd do a summary of how the chapter can influence our lives. And basically, we would try to get some learnings from each chapter. And as I said, just from chapter 1, there are six learnings, 6 lessons to learn, each one as important as the other. So we will extract those learnings and talk through those learnings, how we can live the Gita, basically. So we do have, of course, a lack of time. In order to give Gita real justice, we have to spend significant time. 1 hour a week is nowhere enough. But it's a start. It's a good start. And what we want to try to do is, by the Lord's guidance, by the Lord's mercy, is to facilitate learning the Gita, at least as an overview, with the lessons that we take away from the Gita. And what I would like to do is, of course, take questions and answers, because that is one of the most important aspects of these sessions, questions and answers. So that's going to be quite an important aspect of the learning as well. Madhusan Babu?
Haribol, Nabi, I'm glad we're doing this Bhagavad Gita again, and Hare Krishna to everyone. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. And as you were suggesting, going through chapters, and some are saying we should read the text and all that, we should read the Sanskrit to get familiar with the pronunciation in Sanskrit. And we've got great help from Mataji here as well, and Shavis and wonderful devotees. So I'm not really well versed in Sanskrit, and I know some of the verses, and over the years you learn them. So my suggestion would be that at least we pick one verse, one text, or one verse from each chapter, and probably do a class-like thing on it, and actually read the purport, and then bring out some of the themes that probably Prabhupada emphasizes, you know. So,
but that would
we could try
extend that would extend the seminars much beyond what we're planning.
Yeah.
I think we could do a second run if once we go through the whole thing, then we take one chapter at a time, pick out the key verse. Mind you, some of these chapters have several. I mean, they're all very key verses.
Yeah, there are key verses, but you can just take one verse from each chapter. There's only, then, you know, you can, at least you're focusing on the purports a little bit. So anyway, see how it goes anyway. You know,
Yeah,
see
it's a
how
good suggestion.
others,
Let's see if we can incorporate it.
others feel as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Anamika.
What a question.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for letting me know that, and you started the class today. So I'm really thankful that I've started day one. So I'm very pleased about this.
So am I.
And just wanted a quick observation in terms of, the plan for the seminar, and because it's just an hour's time that we have got. I think it will be really good if you do the first 40 minutes teaching so that we are all listening and do the question answers at the end.
That's possible
Otherwise,
as well, yes.
Otherwise we go back, we start discussing, and there might be times when you are not able to finish what that chapter is. So the question answer should be left to the end rather than discussing it as and when you are talking. And I think we should all be listening. It's just sort of uninterrupted listening, and then we can start reflecting on what has been taught, isn't it? And I was just thinking that probably is a better way to do this. Just
that
my
makes
suggestion,
sense.
humble suggestion.
No, that makes sense.
That's good, because that is how most classes at the temples are conducted.
So that's fine. And devotees can always write the questions on the chat, because if sometimes we forget very quickly. So yes, I like that. If anybody has questions, put it on the chat, and then we'll tackle those at the end. The thing is also what I wanted to ask devotees: it's 7:30 till. Can we go to 8:45, especially because we're doing the Sanskrit? And I know hour and 15 minutes can be a little strain on the concentration, but is that going to be a little too much? Just wanted to gauge what devotees think, because I like to start on time and finish on time.
Not at all, Prabhu. It's a good time. 1 hour, 15 minutes would be great.
Okay. Yeah.
Prabhuji, could we start early? I mean, probably, I don't know, 7:15 if you want, or 7 o'clock if it is. I mean, I don't know what others think, but I mean, 7:30 finishing is a good time, but at the same time, if it's moving towards 9 o'clock, then
right.
But 7 o'clock is absolutely fine, but then obviously everybody needs to agree to that. So I don't know what others think.
And I want to take everybody on this journey. So how does 7, is anybody objecting to 7? And bearing in mind, I'd love everybody to keep joining us and learning together and traveling together on this journey.
I think 7 is a little bit too early for me, because of me and
work.
Bhaunabin, that's my baby, she's in the other room, I'm in mine.
Yes.
We're still finishing off because I get back from work quite late.
Okay.
So
7:15, would that suit you? 7:15, or would that be a challenge?
That would be fine. No, that would be fine.
Okay, let's go for 7:15. Any objections?
Any objections? Sorry.
7:15 is fine.
Okay. Anybody problem with 7:15?
I think 7:15 or 7:30 is also a good time, but if we go into a little bit late over 10, 8:45, then that's okay. You can extend it. You can miss the bit of TV or go to bed thinking of Krishna.
Yeah, but I think 7:15 is good. We can start, and if devotees can join just a few minutes earlier, so then it's not a rush. We'll sing. I tell you what, we will sing from 7 o'clock till 7:15. We will sing a bhajan, And by 7:15, if everybody's present, that would be really first class. That will also show Krishna, I'm serious. I really want to learn this. So we'll start at 7 for 15 minutes. I'd love to say this. I don't know whether it will work, but Shavi will be singing. And I know everybody will come.
But Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, our class will finish at 7:30. Then immediately I join in this one. So
That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you're okay with that.
I don't want to miss any, but I'll have to miss anyway.
No, you shouldn't have to miss. Because remember, first 15 minutes we'll be reciting the verses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the Sanskrit and then English. So it should be okay. Let's try it.
Try next week.
We can, yeah. Luckily, we have the flexibility of changing our mind if we need to. I'd like to thank everybody. It's 8:30. I'd really like to thank everybody for coming. Yeah. Thank everybody for coming. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm to learn. Looking forward to this nice journey together with you all. We want to travel together in the same coach all the way back to Golok Vrindavan. So please.
Purnamataji has got a hand up.
Sorry?
Purnamataji has got a hand up.
Oh, sorry, Purnamataji, yes.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask you one question. Like, for example, if we have bigger chapters, do we have to finish it in an hour? Or can they not run for over 2 sessions? I mean, I do not know how.
Yes, some of them will. Some of them will run over 2 because there's so many verses in chapter 2 and so many different concepts in chapter 2. So yes, absolutely, where required. For me, there's no massive rush to run through the Gita. So when required, definitely we will spend extra time in the chapters that need that time. In fact, even on the first verse, my Guru Maharaj spoke on it for at least 6 or 7 classes on the trot, just on the first verse. So these verses are amazing. But what I want to do is give devotees an idea of what is in the Gita as an overview, what to take from the Gita. And I know people's time is short. Attention span is short. When you say 20 weeks, I think, wow, that's a lifetime and a half. So at least if the devotees can get an idea of reading the Gita, it's not that difficult. We can do it. And look, we've read a whole chapter in 15 minutes. My goodness. And I understood some of the words. That will give us a lot of confidence as individuals. But thank you for that suggestion. And any other suggestions like that, Manaji and anybody else, please feel free to make some suggestions like this. Even as we're going along, if you feel, hey, we could do this a little differently.
Prabhu, next week start chapter 1?
Yes.
Next week, chapter 1, or we can set the scene. We'll have a think about whether we start chapter 1 or do we want to know a little bit about the history, why the Bhagavad Gita came about as it did, why the war took place? Or do we all know that?
Oh.
If we know that, then we'll go straight into the Gita.
Oh.
We would like to hear it from your,
Yikes.
So please, go ahead. Please tell us the story.
Okay. Okay, we can do that. If there's any objection to that, please do. You can even text us separately. If we don't have your contact details, please do feel free to share them. Bhavna-ben?
Hello.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Bhavna-ben. Did you want to say something, Bhavna-ben?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to check. Michael.
Hello.
Hi, Michael.
Hi. Hello.
How did you find this? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I found it very helpful. I found it very interesting. Thank you very much.
Okay. Is this something that you will hopefully continue with?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Brilliant. Very
Okay.
good.
I'll send you my email address.
That's fine, and I can share the notes with you. And anybody else who I'm going to share the notes. But if anybody doesn't get them, just message me and I will send the notes to you. Unfortunately, I didn't record the whole of the session, so we'll only have half of it on YouTube. But so
yeah, if you can put your details on the chat, those people who we don't have details of, and then we can get the notes to you.
Yeah.
What details did you want? The telephone number or the email address?
Telephone or email, whatever.
The easiest is WhatsApp
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
Because then we don't have to. We just put you in a group where there's only one thing going on: information about the courses that we do on a daily basis. That's it. And there's notes in the notes.
What I was going to ask is, I got this information from the online Vedic studies group.
That's the one.
Do you think, because this course is going to go on for 20 weeks, is it worth setting up a group specifically for this? Or I know there'll be people have lots of groups and that. I'm just thinking because this is going to be.
I was just thinking if this online Vedic group will do it. So if anybody wants to go into that, that's the group that will have all the information in it. So we don't need to set up another group.
Don't need to. Okay, all right. I'm already in that group. So any slides or recordings?
Exactly right.
Will go in there, yeah.
Exactly right.
Okay,
thank you so much. Thank you for that suggestion. So we just wanted to end with a prayer for everybody's safety, especially in these challenging times. This prayer is, oh, great. Thank you for sending some details. Good, good, good. Okay, I got your email, Michael. Thank you. And Minnow and Sajo's number. Okay, thank you. Anybody else, please post the numbers and we will.
Babaji, I've just posted 9, yeah?
Okay, thank you.
That's
Thank you.
my full name.
Okay, okay, thank you. Now, just wanted to, this one prayer is to Lord Nrsingadev, in incarnation of the Lord, and very important incarnation. He's half man, half lion. But if you look at him, he's very gentle towards his devotee. So we pray to him, pray to Lord Nrsingadev for his protection, not just of our body, not just of our mind, but also our spiritual consciousness, so that it keeps developing, growing, and getting closer to the absolute truth. So we can sing this all together. If you know it, we can sing it together. Namaste Narasimhaya La la sorry, I haven't posted it actually. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just start again. Sorry. This is the prayer. And this is the Lord I was talking about. Half man, half lion. Namaste Narasimhaya Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nasingadev, 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 Jaya Nasingadev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada,
Guru Meva Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva Jaya Guru Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura
Hari Bo.
Nishing Bhagwan ki jai, Lad Lad Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Prema Hari Bo. So there are few devotees who we can't identify. There's somebody called BS. If you can let us know who you are, BS.
Yeah, sorry that I typed that incorrectly. It's Renuka. It should be RS.
Okay.
Sorry, I typed it really quickly and it turned into BS.
So Renuka, how do we know you?
Through Bhavna. Bhavna's my sister.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
So you're welcome to send your details, or you can just get the information from Bhavna Ben.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I just sent you my number anyway.
Oh, fine. So
Okay,
did you
thank
enjoy the session? Is this a session that you carry on with?
Yes, very much so. I'm looking forward to all the sessions, and I think the format will be good. So thank you. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Nabi?
Yes, sir.
The lady called Hina, she just spoke to you. She's the one who, it's the first time. She was very keen to learn Bhagavad Gita, and I got in touch with her. We were in the same group of our cooking.
Oh, well done.
Zoom.
Fantastic.
And she was interested. She's got Bhagavad Gita from Manor, but she had never opened it, but only recently she opened it. So I think
congratulations.
So
well
we have
done.
to say heads off for her. So I'm
Hats
so
off to
glad that
you.
she joined.
Yeah, and hats off to you as well. So
Thank you, Kanchan Ben. No, I was going to say thank you, Kanchan Ben, for
yes.
Well, Hina, I'm really
yes.
proud of you. You pursued it, and I'm sure you'll get some benefit out of it. And I'm sure your sister, if she's going to join, then
my
she'll
sister
enjoy it too.
she's also joined. Sejal,
but
I think she's joined.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you are,
well
Nabi. There are
done.
two newcomers, absolutely newcomers.
Wow.
So all these nursing up prayers and all that, they will have to sort of explain to them how we do it, why we do it. Okay, thank
Very
you.
good.
Sorry to
Thank you,
interrupt.
Kamakshi.
I think you've done good putting Kanchan Ben on your recruitment team. She's recruiting.
Oh,
She's
by the
also
way,
got-
they come on yoga as well, Nabi.
That's right.
My
yeah.
yoga group.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Ankit, did you want to say something?
Just express my sincere thanks for setting this up. And yeah, I really look forward to it. I was looking at the calendar just a couple of weeks ago and noticed that Christmas Day is Krishna Jayanti.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
It is Gita Jayanti, sorry. And yeah, I thought it would be great to be able to spend each day reading some more of the Gita and then I joined your class a couple of days ago, and you shared that you'll be starting this. So
Oh, nice one.
Krishna works in lovely ways.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you're a lovely person. Your family as well. Regards to them. I hope Shivan is well and the children as well. So,
yeah, they're all well. I will pass on your regards. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining, and thank you for encouraging us.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for today. It's nice to learn.
Yogini?
Yes, Prabhuji. Very well.
Okay. We're gonna now change your name to Galaxy.
No, it's gonna be difficult for me if you change my name for Galaxy. Then Hare Krishna will be upset.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you,
Hare
everybody. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you, Surrender. Thank you, Vikas. Thank you, Richa. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Aruna Ben, Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Aruna. Thank you, Carlos. Hare Krishna, Madhusudan Prabhu. Thank you. Carlos, was that okay, Carlos?
Yes, Prabhuji, it was good. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions, you're welcome to put, huh? There's absolutely no problem.
Prabhuji, this is Renuka. Do you have my number for my contact?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's come up on the
Thank
chat.
you. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry for the typing error. I was meant to write my name, then I logged in very quickly.
No problem. No problem. It's really nice you joined. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
It's
Hare
very
Krishna,
encouraging.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hasi. Thank you
My
for
name is
joining.
Hasmita Ben. My son typed
Oh,
my
it's
business.
Hasmita.
It's Hasmita Ben. Yeah, me and Van have been together. Yeah.
Yes. And don't let your son do that, because he can write anything. He could write something very rude there.
No, Hasi means laughter anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
He could make us laugh a lot.
That I can do actually. So, but it was
Good.
absolutely fantastic. Like Mataji said, some people are like myself, are clean slaters, so we can learn a lot.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely
Hasi
brilliant.
Mataji, you have to show your face so that we know who we're talking to.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Next time.
Oh, Puna Mataji is still there. Thank you so much, Puna Mataji. I know you are probably one of the busiest persons in the world, and thank you for sparing your time,
I am getting this nectar, I mean, I can sit and listen to it for hours together, I can say. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much for providing us with this opportunity.
No, it's absolute pleasure. No, thank you. Thank you so much for
She's
encouraging
taking
us.
time out from the children.
Yeah,
she's
but
taking
she's
time out.
so busy. She's so busy. She's got her own job as well. And so thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Where did Hasi go? Hasmita Ben. She disappeared. Okay.
She's saying,
Who's that?
Thank you very much. My name is Sudha.
Oh,
Sudha, yes. Did you used to join us before, Sudha?
No, this is the first time I'm joining.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Thank you so much. And have you shared your details so we can put you in the group?
I don't think I have shared my details to you. Maybe I will send it later. Yes.
Yes, you're welcome to. But how will you know how to send it?
So I got it. I got this Zoom link from SHCA. I'm one of the members of SHCA.
Oh,
okay.
Ritesh.
Sorry, Hindu. Yeah, Ritesh. Yeah, Ritesh T. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Ritesh was going to join. Did he join?
No.
Yes, he did. He did, I think.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
So welcome to share the contact anytime, yeah? And we can send you the notes.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Do you want me to send it now or?
Yes, it'd be easier.
On the chat. You can put it on the chat.
Okay, I'll do that now. Yes.
It'll be fine.
I'll just type my phone number so you'll be able to access it. Yes, I'll do that right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ravita, for joining. Really amazing.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Again, somebody who's always busy
Yes.
So I appreciate your time.
Well, it's been very good to be among all of you. So,
Yeah, no, thank you. Actually, really amazing. I never expected it like this, actually. So it's been good. Yeah. Thank you, Ravita. And hope everything's okay with you.
yes, everything is okay.
Yeah. Remember you a lot, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You want to chat? You have to remove this.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Good night. Yeah, my friend Hina and her sister Sejal, thank you for coming, and speak to you soon. See you on Sunday. Hare Bol.
Okay. Thank you once again.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you so much, Kamakshi. Well done.
Okay.
Nice.
Hare Krishna.
To introduce new people to this is really phenomenal, actually. So,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
To bring Krishna to somebody's heart is
It's
makes
hard.
me feel happy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard, but when you have success like this, then you feel, I've touched somebody's heart, and that is quite
Yeah.
pleasure for me.
Actually, Lord becomes very
Hina
pleased.
lives in London. I have never
Right.
met her.
Yeah.
Zoom has done the real Zoom business, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really pleased, and I wouldn't say proud, but it really made me feel good that somebody has been touched by wanting to do Bhagavad Gita class, and she joined and her sister, so that is double pleasure.
Fantastic. And Krishna becomes very pleased when with the person who introduces,
Yeah.
the lost child introduced again back to the father and mother. Krishna becomes so pleased with the person who's introducing them.
Yeah.
So well done, Kamakshi.
Thank you.
Really, really
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, this Hina, my spiritual name is Kamakshi, so don't get confused.
Okay.
I don't mind being called Kanchan either. I'm not worried about Karmi name and initiated name, because my parents, my first guru, they gave me name Kanchan, and my name comes in the Bhagavad Gita a lot, so I'm a bit attached to that as well. Okay, I'll take leave, and thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you.
Okay, take
Thank you.
care. Bye.
Hare
Bye.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Devina. Hare Krishna, Devina.
Hi, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. I know you're working, so 7:30 is a little challenge for you, huh?
It's very challenging before. No,
I mean,
7:30
seven is challenge. So
but
7:15. What about
challenge.
7:15? Do you think you can do 7:15?
No, it's okay. Don't worry. I miss a bit because I tried my best. I finished my shift 7. As soon as I finish, my
Okay.
phone on by the time I get over 7:15.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
understand you can't please everybody, but it's okay. I'm always late. I can see.
Well, you're very important to us, so.
I'm sorry, but 7:30 is okay. By the time you do your
Okay.
singing,
Yes,
and
the sloks and all that. Yeah, okay.
I get time to catch up. I'm sorry. I just, because he was asking if anybody.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's yeah, you're an important person, so.
I really like listening, but I never study Indian or nothing. I'd like to get a book to follow, like when other people are reading and rise up to. So where do you get a book like this? Where do I get it? Like
we have, yeah. Where are you? East London?
Yeah. I live in Barking, Big Country.
Yeah. So we can post it to you if you give us your address. We can post it to you. Yeah, and you can just give a contribution. Normally, it depends. Do you want a small one or a big one?
No, something that I understand. He says English. Like people are talking with
It's in English. It's
but
Bhagavad Gita in English.
Yeah.
But we have a big one. Oh, actually, no, we only have a small version now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We only have a small version. So I can send that to you.
Okay. All right.
What is, you can, do you want to text me your address?
Where would I put? On WhatsApp? No, I don't have any.
WhatsApp is fine. I can send you.
Directly to Nabi.
Yeah, I can send you a message and then you can send me it.
I send it to you. Is
All
it,
right.
I need to pay or something? How would I pay?
Yeah, I send you the bank details. You can just give contribution. These books usually distribute for about £7 or something like that. So, and maybe you could do £10, including the postage. That would cover it.
What is it? Bank online? I do just transfer the money on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, just send me your account. I sorry about that.
No,
because
that's
I
right.
hear people talking, but I don't know how to say. And I want to have something in front of me and read and know what is happening.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, then. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Text and I send you my address, and then as soon as you send me your details for your bank account,
That's
I
fine.
transfer the money straight away.
Yeah, it'll be a charity bank account, so that's fine.
Okay, no worries. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Bye. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Thank you. Sorry, I just want to say thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
It was done at a very nice basic level. Like Kanchan said, I've had the book for a while. I think I only opened it very, very recently after my dad passed away in October, and I did try reading it, but I didn't actually get very far with trying to read.
Oh, I remember because we communicated.
Yeah.
Your father, yeah, and you couldn't join the yoga classes. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so I didn't get very far trying to read it on my own. So this has been it's been at a very nice level for me to be able to.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it will be like this level because Bhagavad Gita is actually very simple. We can try to make it complicated, but it's not. It's actually very straightforward. There's some ideas in there which are a little, whoa, but it's possible to understand them.
Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Take care. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to close the session.